Yes, y'all. Hey, you know how I got to get it started. My man, Mr. J. Lamar. Come on, Jay, talk to us, man. I want to welcome everybody tonight, Tuesday night, y'all. You guys heard my theme song, Jamming J. Lamont. We're in the house, you're in the room. Sports Talk on TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach, y'all. Well, Black History Month is winding down. 21st of February. You know, there's only 28 days in our month that they gave us to work. Maybe one day that'll change. You know, one day that'll change, and we'll have 12 months of Black History. That's kind of funny, man. Just February, all these different history facts pop up about us Black folks, and then the other 11 months is in denial. All right, but I just want to welcome everybody. I hope everybody had a safe weekend. I want to bring in my crew tonight, y'all. I got the Midwest in the house, y'all. The Midwest has showed up and ready to throw down. Fresh off hosting the Two Dog Sports Show out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, my main man, Mr. Jeremiah Watts, y'all.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? I like what Miss Laura did at the beginning. You cut your stuff. Let's do what Miss Laura did.
Okay, but you mess around and get barked at. Well, let's bring my other half of In the Room, my co-host, y'all. The man is doing a fantastic job. He's been traveling, doing a little traveling, man, and I'm glad he has some safe travels. He's back doing his thing. He's gonna show some love representing Langston University. Gonna come in here throwing them LUs up, throwing them L's. Bring him in the house, y'all, Mr. Philip Townsend.
What's up, baby? What time is it? You know the deal. Jeremiah Vance is resistant to change.
Hey, Phil, I told him I like what Miss Laura did at the beginning. We need to make that the intro.
It's supposed to be. I told you, Vance is a hater.
On the Two Dog Sports Show on Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Vance is a hater.
Play
all that hard work she did, man.
Vance should have just went on, majored in communication, run on and got a DJ job, and called it a day.
Hey, DJs, man. Hey. DJs make the night, brother. A bad DJ can turn a great night. Damn.
Well, now you know. So going to be a DJ.
Like myself.
Let's go, poor man MLK. Let's go.
I have a dream that I can go poof, and y'all disappear.
He didn't have a dream. He had a vision.
Some of us can't have the whole dream. You know,
that's what I'm saying. You're the poor man MLK, so you didn't have a dream.
Oh, Lord. Quick nap. But, hey. I like my MLK look. All right, y'all. Let's get it going, man. Listen, this is my first question. Well, I mean, I got so many in my head. I'm gonna start with one of Phil's. one of Phil's questions. Okay, y'all. Do you think, man? I'm gonna give Street Clothes the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give Street Clothes the benefit of the doubt. He's gonna be on the floor.
Hold on, Street Clothes 1 or Street Clothes 2? You got 2 of them in there.
No, I'm talking about the one that wear the purple and gold.
Okay,
okay.
That
misrepresent.
Oh, yeah, you do got 3. You do got 3. You do got 3.
We talking about purple and gold. We right now we on purple and gold.
Okay, he's Street Clothes 2. Okay,
he's 3. He's Street Clothes 3.
3.
If 3.
No. Kawhi is 1. AD is 2.
No, Zion for the time that he's been in the league is clearly number 2. Matter of fact, he could be number 1.
Well, hey, I was saying because of seniority. AD
okay.
number 2. AD
All
number
right.
2 because seniority.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey man, that's a shame. We might have to develop that, y'all. The street clothes list, the top 5 street clothes. Because that's a shame. It's a shame. But anyway, y'all. Okay, so Lakers in 13th place.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that? Well, first of all, how much of an atrocity would it be if the Lakers did not make the playoffs? Starting with you, Phil.
It wouldn't look as far as a travesty goes. It wouldn't be a travesty. One, because this is literally a whole new team. You don't have 3 people on this team now that would have been there for the duration of the year. So, in going with that, I'm talking in going with that, Vance, the Lakers. Matter of fact, I'm not a betting man, but I will tell you right now, I will bet this glass of wine. If I lose on this bet, I will drink a second and third glass of wine.
You're going to do that whether you lose or win.
So,
not with a straw, not through a straw, though. I want to go straight to the head.
But the thing is, the Lakers are only, they're only 2.5 games behind the Warriors. And they're only 3.5 games out of 6th place.
Okay.
They will make that up. They will make that up. That's easy peasy. LeBron's got 23 games.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Phil didn't answer the question.
That's what they do.
I didn't answer the question. I said they will easily make that up. The Lakers will easily make that up.
That wasn't the question, though, Phil.
See how they do?
Well, okay, what question do you want answered?
He said, how big of a travesty would it be if the Lakers did not make the playoffs?
Okay, I'm sorry. You probably missed the first part of my answer when I said it would not be a travesty at all.
Then you should have left the answer at that. That's your answer.
No, but the whole point is that I have to explain to you all what is not a travesty. See, are you kidding?
No. It would not be a travesty for the league. Okay, it would not be a good look for the Lakers.
And LeBron, will LeBron take a hit?
It would not.
Would the GOAT take a hit?
It would not be a good look for the Lakers because this would be year 2 that they've had problems making the playoffs. And that's not a good look for the Lakers because that's not the Lakers' mystique. That's not who the Lakers are. So it would not be a good look for the Lakers. But there's a big but up in there, and I answer that but once you come to the next question.
The next question. Oh, yeah. The one Phil that was answering? The one Phil was answering?
No.
You said you had another Lakers question. So I said I will answer. I have a feeling what your next question is. So I said, but I will answer. See, I was taught very well that I only answer what you ask, and then go on. And I already know you're gonna come with something.
Boy, y'all just something else, man.
Well, no, you didn't answer, Jeremiah. You elaborated much just like I did.
No, we good. I'm waiting on Vance the host to.
Well, y'all just with that
to answer the next question.
Tell me where you guys figured. Phil said they only got 2.5, 3 games out of the 6th place.
Yeah.
Somebody behind the Warriors. If how about this? Where do you think they're gonna land for the out of the top 8? You think they're gonna be in the top 8?
I'm like Phil.
I
agree with Phil, but it all depends on what AD does. If AD comes out and he give us 28-10 and beat AD, they will make up the ground. The West is tight from 6 to 10. They only like to 12. They only like 4 games apart. The Lakers has 23 games left. Other teams have 20. So each team has a certain amount of games left. If AD play ball with the squad that they have now, they will make up the ground, and they will make either the play-in game. They might even make the 7th or the 6th seed, where they might not even be in the play-in game. You got to understand, they have one of the easiest rest of the schedules left. The hardest part of their schedule, and they talked about this at the beginning of the season, it was earlier during the season before the All-Star break. And so they were saying that if the Lakers can hold on until after the All-Star break, make some shifts and changes, they're going into the easiest part of their schedule. The Lakers has
no problem then.
The Lakers has 23 games left. With the squad they have, and if AD play like AD, because you know LeBron is going to give you his 30. AD has to give you 28. And then you have the NMs, which they picked up, they got shooters now. They got shooters, they have young legs that is going to be able to play defense. You got D-Russ. D-Russ can shoot the 3. You got Rui Hachimura can shoot the 3. Michael Beasley is a point getter. You have Austin Reeves coming off the bench. Schroeder's averaging 12 points a game. Mo Bamba is covering the middle. They have a squad, and I guarantee you, if the Lakers get that AC, the Denver Nuggets, if they hang on to that number 1 seed, is not going to want to face a healthy Lakers with an AD and LeBron both scoring 60 points by themselves, and they got shooters from the other 3.
Well, first of all, Jeremiah, you need to tone your voice down and get a little bit less excited about some Negroes that's going to make the play-in.
I just state facts.
You sound like to make the play-in position.
But think about this. It don't matter whether you make the play-in. It don't matter whether you make the play-in game. If you make the play-in game, they, from where they coming from, make the play-in game good. But they still do not, that 7th and 1 and 2 seed does not want the Lakers to be 7 or 8.
Stop.
I'm telling you.
Stop, Jeremiah.
Okay, I'm telling you.
All right, Phil, go ahead, preacher. Go ahead, Phil.
Jeremiah, everything you said was the legitimate truth, but you have to understand it comes in the delivery of the message. You came in like Malcolm. Martin is wanting you to come in nice and quiet. You know what I'm saying? You're not wanting that violent juice on.
Oh boy, you too, man. Hey, with that though, but look, man. He was just so passionate for an A spot to get to that A spot.
No. It's not passionate for the A spot, but it's just stating facts about what's supposed to happen in the league. That's just like if the Suns and KD come back healthy, the Suns are a good team to beat. And if Ayton can't run rough shot and make people barbecue chicken with KD and Booker, the mid-range kings, the Suns have the mid-range kings with Paul, Booker, and KD. And if Ayton can't eat with this, Ayton is a bust because it's going to be wide open for Ayton.
Okay. So how we easily
they still got to give it to him.
That's going to do.
They still got to give it to him, Jeremiah.
But Phil, if he playing 1-on-1, because you can't double KD, you can't double Booker. What you gonna do?
But again, because of the very players that you named, they've still got to give Ayton the opportunity.
But the key is CP3 only has to focus. He don't have to really focus on shooting. He just have to focus on distributing, which is a point guard. He will get Ayton the ball. Ayton should be the third choice on their offense, and Ayton should be averaging 20-some points a game.
Notice what you said. He will be the third choice. And look, Aiden is going to do what Aiden is going to do. You talk like Aiden been playing bust up. They haven't been giving him the opportunity.
No. Why I'm saying this is going to open about. You got to understand. KD is the most efficient shot maker in the league. This Joker can score 30 on 15 shots. That's how efficient he is.
Well, let's get street clothes to shoot 30.
We don't need
All
street
right
clothes.
then. That was that. I had to silence y'all.
We don't need street clothes to shoot 30.
Get off that purple and gold to jump on somebody else.
We don't need street clothes to shoot 30. We just
you
need
just
street
said
clothes.
28.
I said score
That's
28, not shoot 30. I said
Vance,
score
I tell you
28.
what. Tell you what, Vance. I'm gonna give you $28, but I want you to give me 30 back, and we'll call it easy. I'm gonna do that for you 6 times a day.
Yeah. Hey, with that, y'all, let me take our first break, and then when we come back, y'all, we're gonna jump into our first favorite segment of the night. Y'all know what it is. Hosted by no other than the two hosts of the Two Dog Sports Show out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. But right now, y'all, you're watching TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with the global reach, y'all. You're in the room. Sports Talk. Got my man Jeremiah, got my man Phillip with me, holding it down. I'm your host, Vance Bradford. As we go into our break real quick, y'all. Be right back. All right. Look like we got the TV shop happening up there, man.
You want me to read? You want me to read it for you?
Go ahead, Dr. Help.
TAN TV shop, where Black culture lives.
Mm.
If you're looking for somewhere where you can advertise and market your business, you want to come to TAN TV shop, the online store. All you got to do is go to www.tantvshop.com, sign up today, and start selling today to make that money, baby, to make that money. Only on TAN TV shop, where your business can blow up.
Great voice over there, boy. Look at you, boy. That's come from Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Yes, sir.
That begs the question: why Vance had those glasses on? If you can't read,
hey, props. How you doing? I mean,
Vance said it's a prop.
It look good. I look good. I mean, it's a prop. You know, I got my hat, my glasses. Can't see.
Jeremiah,
Yes,
why
sir.
not me? Like what you did.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that was good. We need to cover you up and let you speak all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all. Why not me? You came in right on the right time. We're getting ready to jump into our first favorite segment of the night. And it's a segment that we call Just a Doggone Minute. And it's hosted by none other than the host of the Two Dog Sports Show out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Mr. Jeremiah Watts. Jeremiah, what you got for us tonight?
All right, I thought about this. You know, I could be doing many things, and I'd be doggone if sometime black men don't make us other black men look bad. But that's neither here nor there, because I thought about talking about Carr Malone and that mess. But they'll take all day because I hate a no good father. But I don't know. That's allegedly, so I ain't gonna go there. But people are always talking about player movement. They jumping down KD's throat because KD got traded to the Phoenix Suns. They talking about he's going to another stacked team, a team that's already made. Oh, come on, hogwash. What do you think these other players did? Shaq, when you played for the Lakers, y'all had a stacked team. When Charles Barkley went to Phoenix, they had Kevin Johnson. They had I forgot his name. It was just on my tongue. Dan Marley. They had a stacked team. When Chicago won their second 3 straight, they brought in Ron Harper, John Sally, Dennis Rodman. They had a stacked team. But look at the Lakers. The Lakers, they had a stacked team. Only issue that people are upset with now is because the players are in control and making the stacked team and not the GM. I'd be doggone if this don't make no sense. KD, man, go if you want to go to Phoenix and you want to play with Booker and Chris Paul where you got traded to, go for it. I didn't have a problem with LeBron James going to a Miami Heat. Not at all. I didn't have him going to play with Chris. I have a problem going to play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. I didn't have a problem with him going back to Cleveland and bringing in Kevin Love and playing with Kevin Love and Kyrie. Because the NBA has always been made of stacked teams. The Detroit Pistons. They got rid of Adrian Dantley, who was a sharp shooter, was top in the league, and brought in Mark Aguirre. Make a stacked team. The Houston Rockets. They got rid of Cornbread Maxwell and brought in Clyde the Glide Drexler with Akeem Olajuwon and Kenny Smith and Robert Horry. There's always been stacked teams winning the championship of players playing together that has been superstars. So stop jumping down KD's throat. Stop jumping down LeBron James' throat. Hey, let's play ball. If you don't like it, beat them. What do you think? Ain't nobody hollering about what the Golden State Warriors are doing. They bringing in players. The Clippers are bringing in players. Come on, people. Let's get it right. Stop all the mess. Because if you had a better opportunity to go to a better job, which was the competitor of who were you working at now, and they was going to hire you and give you more money, you'll be gone. Just like now. I'll be doggone and I'm out. Hey man, why Mark look like he about to do a GQ centerfold with that picture?
Big sexy on that bad. Well, thank you for that. Just a doggone minute segment, Jeremiah. But I know, yeah, they do had to run around and find them stacked teams, to try to get that championship. Yeah, they
okay. If Michael Jordan team wasn't stacked, I'm a monkey's uncle.
Okay, well, he run around from here, there, and everywhere trying to build one. He stayed right there in Chiquigui and did his thing. But I'm going to stop there because I want to go on. And first of all, let's give a shout out to our main man, Mark Howard, doing some extracurricular activities, working. He's doing some extra work, man. But we want him to be safe out there, and we're going to give him a shout out.
All right, Mama.
Phil.
Yes, sir.
Got a question for us, man, to get kicked, man, because I want to kick back and I'll spit out all this knowledge that I do possess. Thank
you. Well, Vance, because you have so much knowledge in other arenas, what are your thoughts on the Eric Bieniemy situation?
Who? Well, let me say, it's almost like what are we supposed to do, man? What is he supposed to do? There is something like when we talked about the last time that for him to have all that many interviews, there's something he's not touching, man. It's so for him to make the move to the Commanders, and I guess trying to prove that it's not the coach for KC. What's his name, real quick? Slip my mind real quick. Andy Reid, that it ain't Andy Reid. You know, they're gonna, and you guys keep thinking about, and you keep going to keep waiting and hoping that Andy Reid leave and maybe give him the Kansas City job, and now he's over at the Commanders. What's that guy? Rivera,
Ron Rivera.
Ron, yeah, may leave and leave him at, man. It just shows how the system is, man. And it shows, it's to me, it just but it shows how, we are so, we're gonna do what it takes. If we want something, we're gonna go get it. So I commend the brother to be sticking around and hanging around and still doing a professional job, man. He's doing a great job. And man, I just hope the move works for him. I hope the move works for him, but it sucks as, again, that we have to, jump through hoops, flips and everything in this world, to get ahead. That's right.
Well, thanks for nothing, Vance.
Yeah, well, I had to follow you. I think it's I just want to say, I just want to think it's just
Oh God.
Jeremiah, enlighten us.
Okay, well, I've been trying to follow this a little bit. I listened to LaShawn McCoy this week on the show that they have, and LaShawn McCoy is a former player that played under Eric Bieniemy, and he made a lot of points. I can only take his word for it because I'm not in the locker room of the Kansas City Chiefs. He said Eric Bieniemy don't make no calls, don't do no setup. Eric Bieniemy don't. Pretty much, it's just a figurehead. And even during the games, he said Eric Bieniemy didn't make no calls. It was all Andy Reid, all the setup, even in the offensive play room. He says all Andy Reid is not Eric Bieniemy. I don't know how true it is. I can only take the man's word because he was in the Kansas City's locker room with Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid. But I think there's more than a notion. You going to the Washington Commanders and thinking that you're going to have to prove a point. They don't have a quarterback at the Washington Commanders. You don't have these athletes that you have at Kansas City. So we're really supposed to see just whether he has the skills and the know-how to really be an offensive coordinator. And I'm glad he's getting this opportunity up from up under the shadow. I still think the NFL has a problem, though, because here it is, Byron Leftwich gets fired and Byron Leftwich don't get a sniff of a interview or anything to that nature. And he was a Super Bowl champion. You have coaches this year that got hired. They just became making it to the Super Bowl. They first interview, they get hired. Something is not adding up. The smell test is not passed. But I'm hoping that Eric Bieniemy does a good job because I want to see the man succeed, even though he's a former Colorado Buffalo. And that's enemy to the Oklahoma Sooners. But that's neither here nor there. I'm hoping that the man has success, but it's gonna be an uphill battle. It's gonna be an uphill battle because he don't have that quarterback. He got receivers. They have a good running game. They have a good offensive line. It's just the point. Are they gonna have the right quarterback so he can implement the offense that he has to make himself look good to get a head coaching job? Because he only signed a 2-year contract. So it means he's trying to show what he has to do in 2 years and then move on to an 8C position.
Well, I'm going to give my 2 cents on it. There's a reason some people get nicknames that they do. Oh, I'm sorry, Shady McCoy. Look,
I didn't want to interrupt him with it, man. I didn't want to interrupt.
When you're the third string running back, and you mad because you're not getting the plays in the game, tell you what, I'm gonna go along with what Andy Reid said. I'm gonna believe Andy Reid when he says that he's setting up stuff all through the week. I'm going to go with Andy Reid when he says that Eric Bieniemy, they talked about him not calling plays, that Eric Bieniemy is now calling some plays. Everyone knows that the head coach has dominion over that anyway, unless at the time when you were Jason Loser for the Cowboys, when Jerry Jones was like, nobody could tell, excuse me, I'm sorry that my man couldn't tell Jason anything. But the thing is this: Eric Bieniemy is putting a lot of faith in the system, the very system that has not only betrayed him repeatedly, but others before him. Sherm Lewis, shout out. But the thing is this: even owners that have not ever interviewed him have been commenting on him because they're taking the word of what? Other owners. You know, when Jim tried to ask one of them, well, what do you mean when you say he didn't interview well? Well, we talked about a specific play with him from 5 years ago, and he didn't know the play that we were talking about. I'm sorry. If that's your criteria for turning down someone, then that's just crazy. But here's the thing.
Do it all the time.
You cannot shut up and tell me that Eric Bieniemy has done any less for the Kansas City Chiefs as the offensive coordinator than the two guys that left to go get head coaching jobs before him.
Doug Peters and Nagy.
Say, you can't tell me
and Nagy is back at Kansas City because he didn't do no good.
So this is just a classic situation of where no matter what, it is going to be that one person, no matter what they do, it's not going to happen. Because here's the funny thing about it. Andy Reid, you heard Andy Reid has called out owners. He shouted out to the hill how great a job that Eric Bieniemy does as an offensive coordinator and instituting game plans. Then why the hell didn't Kansas City Chiefs make him an assistant coach and the head coach in waiting? Is it a 2-year contract? Because the Hunt family is saying, we're going to do you right. And at some point allow you to come back. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We know that the league has a lot of things they need to do. It's brothers that were said to be that were going to be hot and ripe for coaching positions this year. But guess what? Teams didn't hire them. The Panthers set up and pulled in two guys that were talked about with the ability of possibly being head coaches, and they pulled them in as assistant coaches on their team. But yet they got rid of a black coach that all the players wanted to keep. So, bring a loser in, throw somebody out.
But like I said, I hate to say that I hope he's successful because I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan and I hate Washington, but I want him to be successful because of everything that he's been through. But we'll see. We're truly going to see.
But you have to go to lesser conditions. The mere fact that you have to go to lesser conditions to try and prove yourself about something, potentially missing out on a couple of more Super Bowls.
Jumping through hoops.
And these are going to be hoops that make no sense because these hoops are not going to get Eric Bieniemy any closer to another job.
But until the athletes step up and make a stink about it, it's going to keep happening. Even if you get a black owner, it's going to keep happening until the athletes step up and make a stink about
it. Well, what can you say?
All right, then. That sounds like good. Hey, let's we're gonna go into our last little break of the night. because when we come back, we're going to jump into our second favorite segment of the night. And my man's been doing a fantastic job already, but we just jump in field, knows it all. We're going to hear from him.
Oh, Lord, he done hit about 3 more hits of that wine. This is be crazy.
Y'all stay tuned. You can watch CAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach, y'all. Hey, we're doing some good things in TAN, y'all. And make sure you check out our shows Out of Bounds, Out of Bounds with T-Rex on Sundays at 6:30 Central Time, y'all. They talk about several topics and stuff, so check them out. One of our shows on TAN TV, the African American Network. Be back in a minute, y'all.
Welcome to Ball House Barbecue, 2941 East Houston Street. We have the most succulent brisket, which we're going to try right now. We got a brisket grilled cheese right here, and they still have a few wings left, but it's all good. But you can come and get all this here at Ball House Barbecue.
Have one. We saved one for you.
Thank you.
Yay. Okay, so what do you want to try first?
We've already been through the wings. So
Try the wings.
Things, no.
Now it's time for brisket.
You sure you want that on there before you taste it?
Yeah, you should taste it without it first, Mr. Harris.
This Texas now.
I've eaten.
Okay, just try it.
No.
But this is Hubert's.
This is Ball House brisket.
Okay.
So we need to give him that respect.
There you go.
So it's a lack of
Put
respect.
some respect on his brisket.
No, I ain't saying you can't dip it in now.
But you gotta
Just
try
saying, try
it.
it first without the.
I appreciate bringing the moist brisket. I prefer moist.
Mm-hmm.
Most dominant is mesquite, and I got it's definitely tenderized.
Mm-hmm.
So it's moist.
It's moist. Okay. So how would you rate the brisket? Like a 5.
Okay, man.
It eats pretty good. A 4.63.
So the briskets that we cooking for tomorrow, we're actually cooking them right now in the back.
Okay.
And so that way we can all get some rest at night. Because we used to just wait and have to stay up all night and run a 18-hour shift. So we figured it out by now.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Make sure if you
Wake up, Jeremiah.
wake up. Yeah.
I'm texting a comment because I didn't want to say it over the air.
Oh, okay.
So I'm asking the question.
Let me get my sponsor in, y'all. Make sure you stop by Ball Hogs off East Houston Street if you're in San Antonio and get some of that barbecue. All right, y'all. So, Phil,
Yes, sir.
it's your time. It's your segment. Phil knows it all, man. Give it to us, man, so we can. It's been a great night. I'm out.
Yeah, well, look, I'm gonna tell you this is going to be very, very quick. It's going to be very short. I'm going to just read a little bit of something about some Black history. On this day in 1898, there was a teacher named Fraser Baker in Lake City. I believe it was Lake City, South Carolina. He was a teacher that was appointed to be the postmaster there. And in the wee morning hours, a white mob came in and burned his home, well, the post office, which is where his home was, and, shot at him and plenty of his family, killed him and his infant daughter, lynching them, and, shot his wife and some other kids. But the whole thing about this is that I can take and I can look and I can see this. I can pull this up and out. But there's a movement, not just by Ron DeSantis in Florida, but there's a movement to remove Black culture from the annals of history. And the truth be it told is that if you don't get out and vote these nonsensical people out of office and also don't allow them to get elected, anything that you may hold dear or think about as something good in Black history, it's not going to be there for the future. I mean, all of this critical race theory talk and They're getting it out of the public schools and everything, and it's not even there. It's not even in a regular college, regular institution. So, but again, if you can convince enough people to A, vote for these nonsensical changes, to B, if you can convince enough people that it's not worth their getting out to vote because their vote doesn't count, then you're going to find yourself erased from the books and everything. And it's a travesty as it is, because our history is really, it's not like it's openly told with the full breadth. So we just need to make sure that we get out and do our part as Black people and get out and vote to keep the things that we need to hold true and dear. And so all I'm saying is that understand that if you want your history and you want it to be passed down so that other people can see it, there's only one way to do it. You're going to have to get out and vote. And that means voting certain people out and voting certain people in. Thank you.
Phil, you nailed it, man. I was just getting ready to talk about it, the internet, because and it's so important now. We got our local elections coming up. Our local elections, man. I think I know around here in Texas, and I think April. You got to be registered by April 6th, if I'm not mistaken, and then early voting starts around the 24th.
Yeah, but Vance, just think about it. You mentioned here in Texas. Remember, uh, Texas ran on the state of Texas, ran on the platform to repeal the civil rights, the Civil Rights Act.
Yeah.
I mean, Black people, what does it take?
Uh,
And look, I mean, of course, that helped a lot of other people, but primarily, you look for the cause behind it is because of all of the push that Black people did in that civil rights era. But here they are, just blatant in your face, saying we don't think you all deserve a right to vote, to do anything right here in Texas. And so that's going to affect all of the Hispanic and Latin people here in the state of Texas, who could overwhelmingly change all of this
yep.
in the next round of voting. But it's just crazy how, being a minority majority, you having a minority mindset. See, at some point, you've got to understand that you could wield the power.
Yeah. You got some leverage, but you got to put it together, man. We just so individual, man. We just so individuals, man. Until something until we do come together, and we see it every time we come together, man, as people, especially Black people. What we've been doing, we've been, we'll knock one out, and then we go back and rest again.
Yeah, but at some point, Vance, Black people have got to get out of this nonsense the same way with, I'm going to call it out, Hispanic people, Latin people. They've got to get out of this nonsense of where it's like, that candidate isn't moving me. I'm just not feeling that person. Have you looked on the other side and seen what they're telling you they are going to do to you? If you don't put that other person in, that person that may not excite you, but they're saying they're going to do all of the things that are going to benefit you, and you set up and say, nah, moving a little slow. Don't really move me. Stop it. Nonsense. You better get your act together, Black people, especially Black men. I don't know what's wrong with you, but if I set up and offered you Look, it's so sad that we can be driven to go do something if they said, "Oh, you get $100 if you come vote." Bam, we'll rush up there in a New York minute, not understanding that if you don't go and vote, you're going to lose out on so much more than that $100. If you get your behind out and vote responsibly, then you're going to get so much more than that $100. But it's just amazing that you can't get the wherewithal within yourself to get out and do something to better your situation, but yet you want to accuse somebody else of not doing enough to better your situation for you. At some point in time, you've got to be responsible for your actions or lack thereof.
And you got to do more than just get out and vote. You got to do some research and know who you're voting for. Get to the poll box and don't know
Look,
a name
when
on
they
the
tell,
ballot.
when they tell you their platform, that's what they mean. If they tell you, like the Republican, National Republican GOP said the past 2 times, we don't have a platform. If they don't have a platform, that's the worst thing you could be thinking about. But yet, we ran as Black people, we ran as Hispanic people, and increased the numbers for the GOP. That's just insane.
Thing.
How
Yeah.
stupid can you be not even bothering to look and read? But maybe you did. Hey, maybe you did look and see and say, that's me. More power to you.
Well, that's where I come in and what's up, Clifton? That's where I
Thank
come in,
you.
man, and look at our leaders, man, ones that they can lead, man. So anyway, guys, once again, I think it was a great day. Jeremiah,
What's that?
give us a little close out. Anything you want to close out with? And we're gonna
Hey.
Jeremiah had his head down so much, I thought he was in prayer.
Nah, not right now. That was early this morning. Hey, make sure, support sickle cell. That's one of my main things. I just want to let people know, support sickle cell disease. It's the number one genetic blood disorder in the world, not just in America, but in the world. A lot of these other diseases, they found cures because of the study of sickle cell disease. So we need you all to support sickle cell disease and sickle cell disease awareness. If you want more information, it's right there on the screen, www.sicklecelloklahoma.org. It's www.sicklecelloklahoma.org. And you can donate. All the money that you donate to this organization, it goes to help families affected with sickle cell disease in Oklahoma, but we also help families that's not in Oklahoma. We help families all across the world. And so, hey, support sickle cell disease awareness because it does not get the look that it need to. And one of the only reasons it's getting looks now is because they're finding out more Caucasians are having sickle cell disease in America.
What?
Yeah, well, and it's tax deductible, people.
It
I
sure
know
is.
that for a fact.
Well, man, hey, it's been a great night, y'all. Phil, Jeremiah, as always, you guys give out a wealth of knowledge, man. Appreciate it. We had fun. Now, the All Star game break is over. Now it's time to get down to some basketball. We're gonna see what them Lakers do. If they can make a move toward getting getting on the playoff game, the playoff spot, or
There you go, hater.
I'm just saying we're gonna see. We want to see, but the West has got tougher. With Phoenix, they didn't got and we didn't get a chance to talk about Russell Westbrook. We ain't talk about Russell Westbrook over there with them Clippers, man, and him and Paul George and got back.
Hey,
So
man, hey, it's It's like someone. It's like my co-host said on $2. He said you done matched the Tasmanian devil up with some two turtles because neither one of them move fast. You got
Hey man, let me tell you
you
something.
got
Let
a
me tell you something.
Tasmanian devil going.
All it takes, man, all it takes, them three get together and sit down and talk and say, "Hey, look, we can shut some folks down.
Yeah,
We can
right.
shut some folks down and
Yeah,
play."
right.
And let's prove them wrong. Russ, I know you want to. I know you want to be over there and slap that purple and gold around, and they can do it.
Hey,
They can shut some folks.
April 5th, they play each other, so we'll see.
And I'm rooting for Russ, man, because that you know it's something wrong with him. So I know.
I
And
root for
he,
Russ too. I
yeah,
root for Russ too. Hey,
he been holding it in. He finna explode on that bad. He finna explode on that.
he still gives a lot to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
He's a big philanthropist, stuff that he does that people don't know about. So you know, I root for Russ now, but
I mean, and real quick, man, you know, Russ, he has his fashion going. If y'all can wear that kind of stuff, I'm a little too big. But what is up with these dudes wearing these camisoles? You know, The Rock had one on the other day,
hey man,
along with Fletcher Cox when he did his interview. What?
Hey man,
What?
hey man, we ain't even finna go there. That's about like these ignorant folks wearing these big old red Mario Brother boots, these Cuban moon boots that they wearing around here, man. We ain't going there, man.
Woo! But we something else though. We something else, y'all. But once again, we gonna get out of here.
That's about like Jalen Rose saying everybody need to pay for $100 haircut. Man, have you lost your mind?
Well, see, our producer say that's the new look, but you know, Jeremiah's still wearing Chuck Taylors. You know,
I ain't wearing no Chucks, but I'm not wearing no moon boots. I know that. You even see me walking around with no big old red boots.
hey, you get some attention.
Looking
but,
like Cubert or something. Jump on a moon or something.
Well, I'm finna cue us out of here, man. I'm gonna bring back my Jay Lamont, y'all. It's been a great day. Until next week. We hope everybody stay safe. You know, and please register. If you're not registered, please register and then go vote, y'all. Go vote. Our local elections is happening right now. Right now. Find out who's in your district and who you're voting for, because it's crazy, y'all. I'm telling you. And then
go Cowboys.
Yeah, go. That's right. Go. No, when you really go.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, what's up?
Next week, I want you to bring Malcolm with you.
I had a dream. Tarantino.
Hey, I got you covered, Phil. I'm waiting for them to send me my stuff. I'm waiting for the people to send it. I'll get it to you this week.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We see y'all.
Yeah. What's up, baby?
Hey, I like Miss Laura's intro. That intro Miss Laura got is nice, man. That really need.
Shut up, Jeremiah.